Efficiency. Efficiency is really the first step to minimalism and the first step to being more productive, to obtaining goals. I think to obtain the goals in your life, you're going to have to learn the principle of efficiency. You know, when companies need to turn the corner and they need to turn direction because they're not profitable, especially during when they're bought out or company takeovers, the first thing new management looks for is efficiencies. How can we become more efficient? Efficiency means looking around, surveying what you have, and deciding, can we use what we have? And if we're not using it, let's get rid of it so that we're being efficient. Inefficient is having stuff, not using it, and it serves no purpose. And even if it serves a purpose, again, you're not using it, so it's inefficient to have. You know, in the past several years, I've been mainly in the technology industry, and I remember when cloud computing had first basically started, and it became a mainstream word, cloud computing. And, you know, people like shook their head, yeah, no cloud computing, but nobody really knew. And so we had like basically a teacher in technology come to our site, and they were teaching about cloud computing to help people get a better understanding about this new phenomenon in our industry. And he basically said, think of cloud computing like this. Look at your closet. Your closet stores your wardrobe, the amount of clothes you own. Most people only use about 20% of the clothes that are in their closet on a regular basis. That means 80% of the clothes that are in people's closets are waste. They're wasteful. They're inefficient. And so he went on to explain that cloud computing is basically only paying for the 20% you use and becoming more efficient with your capital and, you know, with your technology and not having a bunch of stuff you don't need. And life is like that. You have to start to look around, whether it's in your closet, whether it's, in your relationships, whether it's with your money, going out to eat, or whatever it is in life. You know, everyone spends their money different and everyone does different things with what they own. But you do have to develop a somewhat mindset of being more efficient. No matter what you do, you'll never be 100% efficient. There'll always be waste. But it's a mindset of, if I have it, I'm going to use it. Okay, so every day I put on this red shirt, but I have this blue shirt that I never wear. I should start to wear that blue shirt. And if I put that blue shirt on and I don't like it because I just don't like the color blue, I should throw it out. I should become more efficient. Gas efficiency. You know, that's a huge thing recently, right? The whole purpose of that is to be more productive and not wasteful in just using what you need to use. I mean, you know, why would you buy a pickup truck, a diesel pickup truck, or whatever pickup truck, if you weren't going to haul stuff, if you weren't going to tow stuff, if it was just for show? Because really, pickups are made not to be efficient with gas, but to be a hauler. So now there's nothing wrong if you just cosmetically want a pickup truck, because everyone spends their money differently. But what I'm trying to say is it's a mindset of evaluating that, right? Evaluating, what do you need something for? Are you going to use it for that purpose? And if you're not going to use it, that's fine, but you have to understand you're going to be inefficient. And when you're inefficient, chances are you're going to be in debt. Chances are you're not going to be making as much progress as you need. You're going to be unproductive. And that's a mindset. That's a habit. That's a embedded thing, whether it's in a company or whether it's in your personal life, because you are the CEO of your life. You have to tend to the business of your life. You know, whether it's storing extra food, you know, that's why buying in bulk tends to lead to waste and overeating. Sam's Club, BJ, Costco, all those things, what happens on average to people who buy in bulk is they waste. Now again, there's exceptions, but you know, storage units, $1 billion industry. Most people, not all, most people don't use the things in their storage unit. It sits there for months and years on end, and it's just a mental thing that they don't want to get rid of it. So it sits there unproductive, wasteful, and inefficient. and it's an extra expense on your line item budget of your life, and it's causing you mental harm. Every time that I have looked at things that I haven't used or I don't use in my life but that I own, it causes me mental harm because I know it's a waste, it's inefficient, it's aggravating. Something about our minds and the way we are, we're meant to be efficient, we're meant to be productive, we're meant to be useful. And when we create a life that has inefficiencies, things around us that are unuseful relationships, unuseful clothes, unuseful items, just a bunch of dust collectors, collectible things and have no purpose, we get anxiety, we get depressed, we get frustrated, we don't feel excited, we don't feel inspired, and we're not maximizing our profit, we're not maximizing our potential, and we're not going to make as much progress as we need to make. Efficiency is a driver in businesses and in your personal life because there's a business of your life. And the first step to all businesses is the evaluation by management. You're the manager of your life. What do I have that I'm not using? I need to get rid of what I'm not using. And if I decide I am going to use it, I have to see, do I like it? Does it have a purpose? If not, I'll throw it away. And just before you even talk about throwing stuff away, just use it. If you pass by a shirt that every day it's there, but you just decide not to wear it because you got your two favorite shirts, throw that other shirt on because it breaks a barrier of usefulness. If I have it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to take that shirt that I normally don't take because you get in the habit of wearing this one shirt every day. You have these other one here. And then if you put that other shirt on and it just doesn't make you excited, then you will throw that out. But if you just leave it sitting there, you're like, I'm not going to bother with it because it just sits there. The efficient mind, the efficient use of money, the efficient use of time, as much as possible, we're still going to be wasteful. We all spend our money different. So I want to put a lot of notations in this message, and there's no one answer, but at least the overall mindset of being more efficient, using what you have, getting rid of what you don't. That's how you will start to own your life. That's how you start to get out of debt. That's how you start to be more productive. And when you own your life, when you're out of debt, you don't have to be at the beck and call of everyone in this world because you need them to like you so that you can buy more wasteful, inefficient things. Be efficient, manage your life well, and go forward.